Georgia.
We're two cousins here from Atlanta, Georgia, and we're seeking $150K for 6% equity in our company.
Sharks, how can you feel beautiful in the skin you're in if you feel forgotten?
Not only did the both of us struggle to find makeup for our beautiful brown skin, but we also couldn't find skincare products made with our skin types in mind.
That's why we set out on a mission to create
Range Beauty. Range Beauty is clean beauty for the forgotten shades, and we utilize botanicals in our formulas, specially made for eczema and acne-prone skin.
Now any and everyone can feel beautiful, comfortable, and confident in their own skin.
At Range Beauty, our True Intentions Hydrating Foundation is available in 21 underrepresented shades. Using calendula flower to help with itchiness and irritation.
Fresh clay to help with those nasty and unwanted toxins.
And even vitamin E to help keep your skin healthy and glowing.
That's right, we keep it clean. Sharks, we're merging inclusive makeup with natural skincare.
Maisha, show off all that melanin. Sharks, you better get into this glow.
We should all be in love with our skin, no matter the shade or type. So Sharks, will you join us in showing off our range to the world?
Great job.
Love it. Ding, ding. I love the idea of finding a niche. Finding like, okay, we have this segment and they have, I don't know, 30 different types of skin colors that they're covering, right? But then there's like shades between those shades that are being underrepresented, that aren't available. And now we're going to come and make a business around it. Maisha, Alicia, love it. That is a wonderful opportunity. And lesson for all entrepreneurs, all super entrepreneurs, to go in, find the niche, between the niche, and say, okay, is there enough people here? Is there enough of an opportunity to build a brand and build maybe a community around that brand of all those people that have been maybe left behind? And all of a sudden, it's like, well, it ain't just 10 of us. It ain't just 50 of us. It ain't just 100 of us. It ain't just 1,000 of us. It's tens of thousands. It's hundreds of thousands of people. And that enables you to be able to maybe make that switch and then start to be able to compete in those other more competitive spaces when it comes to like shades or, other opportunities in that niche. So I love it almost as much as I love it when we go and check out what's going on over at shopsuperjoe.com. You can get your hoodies like the one I'm wearing here. You can get hats like the ones that are sitting behind me, t-shirts, the books I've written like Sales Won't Save Your Business, super stickers, super entrepreneur stickers, and more coaching classes. And all over there at shopsuperjoe.com help support the channel and enable me to be able to bring more content like this to you.
You see our beautiful products in front of you. Emma, we gave you our True Intentions Hydrating Foundation, the full size, as well as our sample kit, which we offer online to help our guests find their perfect shade.
Oh, I like
Recognize
that.
Spectrum. Barbara, we gave you our Bali Full Body Glow.
I need it.
Yeah. It is packed with a superfood argan oil.
Beautiful color.
What about me? Am I chopped liver?
Oh, don't worry,
We're coming that way.
We gave you Golden Hour Dual Eye Highlight to match that glowing smile.
What?
Lori, you have our True Intense Bronzing Primer. It's a moisturizer and a primer.
And Mr. Wonderful, don't think we left you out. We know you have a lot of
you don't love
skin.
Mr. Wonderful.
You have a lot of skin.
I
you
have a lot
to
of
keep
skin, that's right.
Shine free.
Yeah.
So
And I was just, by the way, I was just admiring you.
So we gave you our Smooth Out Translucent Powder, which is talc free, and that helps combat shine and gives you a smooth, flawless look.
What's your background? How did you even come up with this?
I actually grew up loving fashion. I went off to Virginia Tech for fashion design and merchandising, and immediately after graduation, I was on my way to New York, and I would be behind the scenes at runway shows, campaign shoots, and I noticed a lot of the Black models were coming to set with their own makeup kits. And it made me pause and finally ask a model what was so special about this kit. And she said on a previous campaign, the makeup artist flat out said, I can't do the look the designer is requesting because I don't have anything in my kit for your skin tone. And it resonated with me because I never felt represented or seen by the beauty industry. And at the same time, I was also dealing with very bad cystic acne and head-to-toe eczema. So I did not feel very pretty. And I just had an aha moment that why can't I merge both of these worlds? Why can't I create makeup that includes our tones and deeper and also takes care of your skin while you wear, especially if you're dealing with eczema and acne?
Maisha, what did you do in the business?
So I did 10 years in the United States Army. I'm a veteran. And I'm
Oh.
a single mom.
Wow. Thank you for your service.
I'm like the product manager. I went to school to be an esthetician to learn about skincare just so I can assist her in any and everything that she needs.
I love that. So, I always say question everything, right? And being, that you can take that any way you want, right? But seriously, question everything. If you're seeing something, maybe you're not the only one seeing it. Maybe you're not the only one noticing it. Maybe you're not the first, maybe you are or aren't the first one to ask that question and say, well, why is it like this? Why do we have trouble finding these specific, in this case, skin tones, makeup for these skin tones? Because, when I think about the fashion industry, there's a couple things that come to mind, right? Other than makeup, you have clothes, right? And both of those run extremely high profit margins, right? And when I think about extremely high profit margins, I think about why are we not able to accommodate everything? When we're talking about runway shows, like people are spending a lot of money on these shows, right? And the clothes and everything. Why would there not be makeup in people's kits to accommodate what was, the people that were going to be there and be on the runway? Like, you need to make them look as amazing as possible. And whoever the creator is, it's in their mind what it's going to look like. They need to be, and they need to be able to convey it, and there needs to be something available to make that happen there. So I love that Alicia asked that question and all, like, said, hey, you know what? Go back to that niche word, right? There's a niche here. Let's go after it. And come. And then Maisha went, well, thank you for your service, but went and was like, hey, I'm going to go to school and be able to help you make this come true. That is so ding-worthy.
Talk to us a little bit about the business and also, like, what makes you guys different?
I would say the main thing is that our angle is eczema and acne. Most of the times, makeup brands, they're thinking about, we want you to keep coming back to us so you can keep covering it up. While we're coming from the angle of, yes, we want you to be able to cover it up and feel comfortable, but at the same time, also have healthy skin. That's our angle. And we launched at the end of August of 2018. I completely bootstrapped this for about 3 years. At the end of 2018, we left with about 20K. 2019, we ended 45K. I quit my job in December of 2019 to take on Range full time. So last year was my first full year, and we ended up with 330K.
Wow.
Ding ding. That's a huge jump to say only that. I get it. When we're talking about numbers and we're here in the Shark Tank and you got Mr. Wonderful staring you down from the center of the firing range, I get that you might feel like that's underachieving, but to go from 20,000 to 330,000 in just 2 years time is a huge undertaking, because you have to remember, like, you're still producing the product. You're still, I don't know how they haven't talked about how she's making it or anything like that, but even if you have a co-packer, like, co-packers push people out all the time. It happens. We saw it a few pitches back where they were like, oh, we make this, we made this thing. We had this co-packer, and then we were using some of the time that they had available, and then the big fish in the small pond said, no, we're just gonna make you run 24/7 us. Oh, okay. Well, then there goes that. Like, you're out of a co-packer. So there's so many things that can go wrong to get to $330,000 in revenue in just 2 years' time with a thing that nobody knew before. And I love finding the niche inside of the niche and looking at it from a different angle. It's not just the skin tones. It's also we're looking at how do we make this product from a place of making you better and healthier, and making your skin healthier than just, oh, we're just going to cover it up. So that is absolutely, I am loving this.
How'd you get to 330? How'd you do it?
So last year showed us that actually e-commerce does reign supreme. And so I made sure I already had things in place to help us with that. Our sample kit for foundations, we gave you $5 in exchange for you to put towards a full-size product. So 80% of our customers who purchased our samples came back to buy a full size.
That's very smart.
Last year, we actually picked up our first major big box retailer, and we are currently in talks with one of the largest beauty retailers to actually go in store and on.com.
Which retailer?
Target.
And how's it selling through?
It's been selling out.
Does Target explain the $330,000 uptick in sales?
I would say last year, with everything going on, there was a huge spotlight put on Black-owned businesses. And that exposure was exposure that we did not have the marketing budget for. We were featured by Beyonce on her website. We were covered by major publications.
That's amazing.
That'll do it right there.
Yes, and that absolutely contributed.
What's the price point? Give me a rough.
Yes, so our foundation is $21. It lands at $4.25 for cost, and we wholesale at $10.50.
So you're like at the mastige level.
Absolutely.
What is mastige?
Mastige is in between drugstore products and prestige products. So if you're
It's
thinking,
right in the middle.
Mastige.
I'm so happy to teach you something
I
today.
know that.
Well,
Okay, well, first of all, I love we're always here to learn, right? That's what part of being super is about, being here to learn. So learning a new word, I feel like I've heard that word before, but I don't think I've ever had it explained. One of the things, though, that is a bit of, look, when it comes to business, it's all about efficiency, right? And look, the profit margin there, it works right now, but I feel like it's like on the low side, especially because of how many the product range of the different colors. I don't know how what the price difference is to make those different skin tone colors is, but one of the things that ends up happening, and this is most likely how those big brand makeup companies ended up where they are with the selections that they have is they looked at, well, who's buying what color the most and what gets you there, the most. And then we don't have to make so many different and sit on so many, different SKUs. And so part of that, I feel like you're going to get to a point where you're going to have to probably increase that price to like a 31. I hate to say like 41. I forget how much, like when it comes to foundation, my wife uses Clinique, and I forget, I just went and bought it for the other, I don't know, like a couple months back, but I forget how much it was. I want to say that was like $40 or something, but I could be mistaken. But my point being is that in order to support that many different SKUs, and if those SKUs don't sell through, I know I just got done ringing the bell for niche, but at the same time, you got to be able to make up the profit because you're going to be sitting on inventory. Unless you have absolute just-in-time inventory, which is great, would be awesome. That's not always accomplishable and not always ideal, especially as we found out thanks to the illness starting in 2020 with things, running out, low supply, and just-in-time being not in time.
at least we taught him something
Guys.
about your business today.
I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna clear the deck because literally the only two things I understand what they are the mirror and the toothbrush. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
So much. Do you do the lighter skin shades, or is it just, because you said 21 shades, right?
Yes. So we are inclusive. We prioritize Black women and women of color because we are the most underrepresented, even though we spend the most. So we spend annually $7.5 billion in beauty. We spend 80% more on makeup than the mainstream market and 2 times more on skincare. We are also exposed 2 times more to toxic beauty products because of the lack of clean alternatives for our skin tones. And so the necessity for clean products for women of color is there, but our line is inclusive to go 2 fair shades from fairest to fair to deepest to deep.
Oh, good.
I love the fact that Alicia, you were able to articulate that so wonderfully. I wonder if that was part of your pitch, is in planning for Shark Tank, or just part of, how you explain it when you're going from, potential buyer to potential buyer. That was ding, ding, ding. That was great to see.
I think you're amazing. But I like to make a big difference in the businesses I invest in. I'm listening hard as to where I might fit in, and I don't see the angle.
Okay.
So because of that reason, I think you're going to find a better partner here. So I'm out.
Thank you, Barbara.
that's a
I
shame.
completely understand.
You know, normally when makeup deals come in Shark Tank, I'm pretty hard on them because they don't have any strategy on how to differentiate themselves. And I was expecting to eviscerate you on that topic. But actually, you do have a differentiation.
Yes.
I am not your shark. I'm going to be hopeful for you, but I'm out.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, I mean, in most cases, makeup deals don't generally get deals, but we just saw Tania Speaks, and that was one of the few in the makeup category that actually made it through. And I think this is a very well thought out plan, and clearly an execution that has a great upward trajectory. At a $2.5 million valuation, I think clearly there's room to move, because at $150,000, that's not like a ton of money to make it. But I don't know, 6% is going to be probably tough to make that work. Especially
We've
if you
had
got
a little
two
conversation.
sharks.
We think that we'd like to make you an offer. So when you get two sharks, got to be a little different than what you walked in asking for.
That's right.
We would like to offer you the $150,000, but for 20%. And you're going to get two sharks, and you're going to get all of our knowledge and expertise in every arena, which is really going to help you a lot.
I mean, there was a pair to have. So thank you so much for your offer. Honored. Would you be willing to do 150 for 10%?
No.
Yeah.
And guys, I think that what
Jinx.
you've done is really great. It feels good. It feels to me like a premium product. So I loved it when you said this was priced at the prestige level, right? Requests from retail is one thing. Actually making it work when it gets there is something completely different. I know that there are retailers out there. I sit on the board of this incredible nonprofit called the 15% Pledge.
Yes.
And actually, you know it. You know it because all the retailers that you're trying to get into have taken the pledge. And what that means is that all of these businesses are looking at how can we increase the level of sales that we have with Black-owned businesses,
Yes.
right? They're all trying to get there. So you guys are like a target for any of those businesses, but you still got to work.
Right.
And that's where the benefit of two sharks can
Yes.
be really, really key, because it's not easy once you get into retail, I'll tell you. It's every week being on top of it. It's constant, innovation for your product line. It's staying ahead of the competition. Considering where your sales are today, I think it's a good deal.
Yeah, and I would agree. I think it is a good deal, and she brings up some great points. Any retail space is going to eventually want kickbacks. They're going to want to take returns, and this is also why, even at $21, they can keep the $21 price tag if they can push their costs down, which they probably have room to grow since they're only did $330,000 last year. So hopefully that's the case, but I still think that at some point they're probably going to end up pushing up on that price to be able to accommodate the amount of different colors and SKUs and things. But yeah, I think it's a great. I mean, look, they're each getting 10%. Like it's not like they're taking control of the business.
Would you be willing to do 200K for 20%?
I like these guys.
Yeah,
You're going back into the other direction.
Yeah, you go in the other direction.
What she says is so true, because for some people it's impossible to even get in, right? But it's staying on the shelf.
Right.
That's
right.
hugely important. If you don't, they're as quick to knock you out because it's valuable real estate.
Right.
Right? And it's limited. So I think we've given you an amazing offer.
Okay, you have a deal.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Congratulations, guys. Well done.
Thank you.
I feel like they can do
They
so
can do
much.
so
This
much
is
with
so
Emma
great.
being all about the 15% pledge
Yes.
and really rooting for Black-owned businesses and Black women-owned businesses, and then just understanding how important range beauty is to that community. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So, all right. So, Alicia, Maisha, I'd love to have you come here on the show, give an interview, talk about your Shark Tank experience. Just drop a comment down below. Like Debbie here says, pray you will get better. Really enjoy your videos. Thank you so much, Debbie, for caring. Yeah, I've been dealing with this cold, mostly just coughing and lots of mucus, and it's not been great. And my voice has been in and out over the last week because of the coughing. So I'm back. I do have some updates and behind the scenes things that are going on. I'll be doing some updates on that in the near future here as part of the reason why I got so many things stacked up behind me. Anyway, I'll see if you want to check out the website and social media with me of Range Beauty, click here. If not, I'll see you in this video down below. Take care and go be super.